Hi, Philippine Islands. John and Vicky Downey here from Southern California, and we're so excited to be with you guys and to share something with you. And then we're going to share what we're going to share with you is something that's completely changed our lives, and all for the better. And to give you a little bit of info about us, if you don't know us, I was a policeman. I did a full career as a policeman here in Los Angeles, and Vicky was a school teacher. And when we started this, when we saw what we were going to share with you, it's just a side gig kind of a thing. And what it's done is it's completely changed us in such a way that it gave me the option to leave my job, retire early, 9 years. And I'm so glad that Vicky had a friend that shared it with her. And I'll let Vicky get into how that all came about.
Yeah, so I had a friend share the bottle of Neora night cream with me. And she actually tried to have me use it several times. And for some crazy reason, I was so skeptical. I didn't even want to try it. I was a terrible friend. But over the course of about 4 months, I saw the angry 11s, we call it, those lines between the eyebrows, go away. And she's of Chinese descent, has gorgeous skin. Other than that, didn't have any lines, but she did have the angry 11s. And that got my attention. So I finally tried it, and I was then still skeptical. But I also was smart enough. We had owned our own business in the past. So I thought, you know what, why am I not at least taking a look at this? And so I did and got excited. And as I drove home, I called John when he was at work. And really, the rest is kind of history because he was the one that was the voice of reason for us.
Yeah, Vic.
For me.
I was working nights at the time, and Vic was so excited. She calls me, and she's trying to explain it to me over the phone, and I really wasn't a good time for me to listen. So I said, hey, look, wait till I get home. Tell me about it. And she was waiting for me to get home so she could explain it to me. So I knew she saw something that was really exciting and was something that she was really interested in. And after she explained it to me, I saw why. And I got some more information, and well, like Vic said, it was one of those things where I thought, why wouldn't we do this? Why would we not be a part of this? Why would we let this train leave the station without us being on board? And this was only when it was one product, and it was only in the United States of America. Now we're going global. Now we can share it with you in the Philippine Islands, and we're excited about that. And that's why we wanted to do this recording for you. But when I saw that, I thought, what, we've got to get involved. This is what we've been waiting for. I had a business that I started when I was in high school, continued through college, met Vicky. It was a brick and mortar business. It was a conventional business. It was an absolute nightmare. It had all the pitfalls of a regular conventional business. So I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I didn't want, and I didn't want that again. So I had been hoping and really praying for something like Neora to come along. And when Vic explained it to me, and when I got more information, I realized this is it. This is what we've been praying for. So we're going to get started here and share with you what we have. Your flag.
Yay! We're so excited for you guys. So we had to put the flag in there. So moving on, you know, people are talking about Neora. You might have just heard about it, but it's becoming a household name. Truly not because Neora is advertising and paying for those advertisements, but editors of publications and online platforms like this are actually using the product, trying it themselves, and picking it as the editor's choice. And that is a way better form of advertising. Anybody can pay for an advertisement, but that just tells you it works if it's an editor's favorite. You deserve better. You deserve better products for your hair, for your health, for your life, right? And for your skin. So, you know, what makes us different? That's what this slide is all about. We have superior quality ingredients. And what's so special is that we have partnerships with many biotech companies, one of which is from Princeton University in the United States, and Signum Biosciences is the name. They actually sought Neora out because of our massive success. So they've got clean formulas. We have clean formulas at Neora. We have these patented barrier of entry ingredients that are so special. Nobody else has. Because of the barrier of entry, nobody else can get their hands on it. That's critical. Natural botanicals, and we have no dirty ingredients in our products. We also put multiple products in one. And that's, I know, what grabbed John's attention. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, but it's simplification, guys, truly. And that's what this slide is all about. The silhouetted products on the left-hand side, you would have to buy all of those and then some, in my opinion. It also helps with reducing your pores, the night cream does. So there's so many products that you would have to buy, and ours is all in one.
Yeah, I can, and that was something that I found that I could do. I could do the Neora product because it was one and done. It was one product. If I had to do what you see on the left-hand side of your screen, 5, and like Vic said, probably more than 5, probably more like 10 different products that this R1 is replacing. If I was going to go through and use all those other products, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it never did. I've never once in my life used any kind of a night cream I've done anything like this until Neora. And when Vic showed me the Neora, just one product, one and done, as I say. Yeah, I'm all in. I can do that.
And he's half Japanese, and so his mom cares about her skin. You know, that's funny to hear from you. Yeah, so
bringing that up, I remember the counter in my mom's bathroom was just cluttered. Just every drawer, the countertop was full of these multi-step treatments that she was on.
Yeah, amazing. So that's huge. And so this is an example. On the left-hand side is another company's product. So what we do, we put multiple key ingredients that the efficacy is so huge. They're incredible. And so, like, this is an example. What another company might put Centella asiatica in it, but then fill the bottle with fluff and filler. Where on our product, our night cream, you see those are all of the key ingredients. That's why our products work better than anyone else's. And so here's some examples of some of the pictures. Look at that, 19 days. Look at how much brighter her skin is, discoloration, just the texture of her skin, and she's young, right? On the right-hand side, this is actually a gal on our team in the Philippines, and 6 days, right? Amazing. Look at these two photos, incredible before and afters, men and women, skin brighter. And I know we're all thrilled with our results. And also now we have our hair care system, which I know everybody's excited about it. We've had it for about 10 months in the United States, and we are loving it. My hair's never been better. It's rejuvenating, as it says there. It's actually repairing each strand, protecting your hair, and that's what this slide is all about as well. There are 4 products that if you use them all together, you're going to have the best results. And it's really honestly rebalancing your scalp, and that's what you want. It's making the roots of your hair, of each hair follicle, that much stronger and better. And so each strand then grows out better. And we're going to talk about IntelliGray in a second too, but it's for every hair type. So if you have people in your family that have curly hair, you have people that have straight hair, it's for everyone. So no buying multiple products for your family anymore. And every ethnicity as well uses these products. The clinical trials on our IntelliGray, that's what this is all about, proves that it is bringing the pigment back at the root. And I know in the Asia Pacific, I know this is huge. It's one of the biggest things that you all care about, right? And here's some examples of how that's working. This is actually John's head on the left-hand side. And so look at that. If you look at the top of it, that's his before. And the bottom is about 5 months of use of the product. And you can see on the left-hand side, less gray coming in. And I know you like to talk about the strands also.
Yeah, and I know something right now too. I grew an ear on the bottom picture too. No, but if you look at like Vic said, on that side of near my ear, just above my ear there, you can see how much more gray there was in the upper picture than on the bottom picture. And you can see where the darker strands are actually coming out from the scalp, and they're actually grayer on the ends, which shows that as my hair is growing, it's growing back to its natural color. And so I was starting to get some salt and pepper hair. Now it's a little bit more pepper than salt, which is good for me. I was accepting it, but I'd rather have the more I'll be honest.
And the right-hand side photo is a woman that used the product and styled her hair exactly the same way in both pictures. And look at how silky and smooth her after pictures are. Now onto the business.
Yeah, this is the part that I was really excited about, because I thought I've always wanted to have another business. I want to have the right business, and then this comes along, and I'm like, this could be it. And Jeff Olson, our CEO and founder, on the upper left over there, I didn't know who he was before we got started. Now I know what a titan he's been in this industry for many, many decades. He authored The Slight Edge, which was a national best-selling book, and the book was written long before Neora ever came about. And it isn't specifically about Neora. It's just basically a book about a simple philosophy of life and how to be more successful in life and in everything you do, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whether it's sports, whatever it is, you'll be better if you follow the Slight Edge philosophy. And it has completely changed our lives. And that book is included when you get started in this business. Another thing that was important to Vicki and I, and you see it in the bottom left corner, is that Neora gives back to charity. They're a very successful company. They make lots of money, but they give lots of money back to charity, millions of dollars back to charity. And they didn't do it just this year or just last year. They've done it since the very beginning, and they do it every year since the beginning. They've always been important to them, and we love that part of it. Another important part is kind of in the middle there along the bottom. You'll see Inc. 500. Inc. magazine is a magazine that tracks privately held companies in the United States and tracks their growth. It's very much like how Forbes, which a lot of people have heard of Forbes and the Forbes lists of Forbes 5,000, Forbes 1,000, Forbes 500. That's done with publicly traded companies. Inc. covers the privately held companies. And so Neora is a privately held company. We fall under their purview. Since they've been tracking us since the beginning, when we were first able to make their list, we made the list, and you can see how we made the list. We made the list at number 1. We've set all kinds of sales records, which is just amazing. And then we're doing our global expansion. We're in our global expansion now, which is why we're reaching out to you in the Philippine Islands. Super excited about that. Why would you get involved with Neora, and why now? Well, you know, we're in a huge space, and this space is over $4 trillion, and that space is going to continue to grow, which is wellness and beauty. Think about it. When is there ever going to be a time when a human being is going to say, gosh, I wish I looked older, and I wish I wasn't healthy any longer. I wish my health was worse than what it is today. You always want to be better tomorrow than you are today. So this industry and this space is growing and growing and growing. And that's where you really want to be. That's where I wanted us to be. I wanted us to be a part of a huge space, and one that's continually growing. And the other thing too is, and I think lately in the last 6 months, people are realizing they want to work from home. They can work from home, and they want to work from home. Before, there was a trend towards working from home because business is changing, but now it's really changed.
And in the Philippines, really working from home.
And a lot of people have asked me, where does Neora get the money to pay us so well? It's very simple. Neora is a company that goes direct to consumer. They cut out all the middlemen. And if you look at how normal distribution chains go, that's where all the money is. The manufacturer isn't making a killing. It's the middlemen that make all the money. Well, Neora cuts that out completely. They go direct to consumer. So that money is available to us. And like I said earlier, business is evolving. Business has been evolving for the last 5 to 10 years, long before this pandemic ever hit. That just kind of moved it up and moved it a little bit faster. But think about all these businesses that we used to have, brick and mortar businesses that all closed, and they were closing years ago. And it's going to continue to do that because everyone's going to e-commerce. And that's what Neora does. Neora takes an e-commerce business that goes direct to consumer, and it leverages both relationships and social media, because we're human beings. We have social relationships with people. We talk to people, we meet people, we share things on social media. Neora says, hey, look, how about we figure a way that we can incentivize that so we can pay you for your relationships you have with people and for your work that you do on social media. We now get compensated for that. So you can start your business for under $30, which is crazy to me after having a conventional business that cost us tens of thousands of dollars just to open that front door. Now we can have a business for under 30, and it gives you all the business all the business materials that you need. It gives you a website. It gives you some training. It gives you everything that you need to get your business going except for product. And how you get your product is you can buy one of the packs, and it's your choice.
Yeah, and before we go further on that, just want to say that because I forgot to mention at the beginning, your products come through the funnel of Australia. So you're seeing this in Australian dollars. Obviously, you're paying in Philippine pesos, right? So whatever the conversion rate is when you get started to the Australian dollar, that's how it all works out.
Yeah, good point. And here's how you get your product. And the reason why you want product is you want to use your own products from your own business. You want to be a product of your products. And then you also want to have some products to share with people, because that's how we build our business. We share the product because we know it works. It's not, there's no dirty ingredients. It's all botanical and it works. It's based in science. We want people to use it. And then basically, we're not going to go through this whole plan here, but just so you know, there's a plan there's an easy plan here that you can follow and that will help you with, that you can earn over $900 a month, each and every month, recurring. So it's not just $900 your first or second month. It can be every single month, month after month, plus another $200 in your own personal product that you can use.
And you can make more than that. I mean, that's how we got John home too. So this is basically a starting point. Yeah. Exciting.
And then with your business, you're getting free samples, free products, what I just mentioned to you. There's numerous ways to earn. We get paid both weekly and monthly. So we get paid every week, and then we get a big residual check at the end of the month. There's a number of incentive trips that we go on, and you have your own business. It gives you your choice. Like Vic said, we had a bigger picture. We wanted more than $900 a month because I wanted to hopefully retire early. I didn't think I was going to retire 9 years early, which is what I did. But it was because we built this business from the very beginning and treated it like a business, and it paid us like a business, and it gave us that option. Wouldn't you like to have that? You don't have to quit your job to do this. You can still do this with a busy schedule. It's meant for that. It's meant for you to have a full-time job. But what if 3, 4, 5 years from now, you had the option where you could retire early, you could walk away from your job and from your boss or whatever it is you do and do this full-time? You don't have to, but it's a nice option to have.
Yeah, for sure.
And here are some of the incentive trips that we've been on. You can see we're in some of those pictures, but we'd like to see you in there. And it's available to all of you. And that's the beautiful thing about this. The car bonus, the incentive trips aren't for the very top people in the organization. It's for the very newest brand partner, for the very newest person that gets started. You can be 1 month into the business and earn and already be on your way to earning that trip and that car. And training and support, this was big for me, because you can have great product, you can have a great company, but it's not going to be sustainable through the long term, month after month, year after year, unless it's backed up with good training and support. And I can tell you right now, Neora has the best.
Yeah. So we're going to stop the share and just really close this out for you guys, so you can see our eyes and see how we
see my less gray hair.
Yeah, right. See how excited we are. Honestly, we didn't necessarily in the very beginning, when we first took a look at this, see retiring John early, but as our skepticism started to fall away and we saw the power of this and we saw how these products were changing people's lives. Honestly, we didn't even talk about our brain health supplement, which helps with memory, focus, recall. It's for everybody. So we're truly changing people's lives, and because of that, our income's growing because more and more people want these products. And so, like John said, we were able to retire him 9 years early just because we chose to. And maybe what if you wanted to give to charity more? Maybe like John said, you love your job, you would never leave your job. A lot of teachers are that way. A lot of doctors, nurses are that way. But maybe you wanted to give more to charity. Whatever your goals are, you can make them happen with Neora. And we are so excited for the Philippine Islands to really be exploding. And we can't wait to visit you and meet you all. So have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Bye, everybody.